This is not the regular stuff. Save, invest, blah, blah, blah. It is more. It is the consistent, disciplined, and highly effective order of operations that almost nobody talks about. But you need to know this in your 20s. I will give you today the exact blueprint to follow if you want to make the most of this decade. And let's just get right into it. Number one, you have to invest in intellectual proximity. This is one of the most underrated investments you can make. This means changing your environment. And sometimes this can be literally your surroundings shape your standards, your habits, and it shapes your sense of what is possible. When you place yourself in intellectual proximity, you place yourself around people who think bigger, execute faster, and treat growth like a lifestyle. You start to level up without even knowing it. And no, this is not about networking. It's about immersing yourself in a culture where it is okay to dream. It is okay to progress. It is okay to achieve success. And sometimes that may mean packing your bags, moving to a new city, a new neighborhood, or even just a new circle that can completely reset your trajectory. I remember listening to a Diary of a CEO podcast. I can't remember the name of the guest now, but he said, if you're in your 20s and you're in the US, find your way to New York City. If you're in the UK, find your way to London. And I would add, if you're in Nigeria, find your way to Lagos. Your 20s are the perfect decade to relocate towards opportunity instead of waiting for opportunities to come find you. Go where the magic is happening. Go where the conversations stretch you. You see, sometimes you're in a room and you're thinking, oh gosh, I don't belong here. I don't understand what they're saying. This conversation, seems to be going over my head. That's exactly where you should be. Just give it time and you will match up in thinking. When you invest in your environment, you're positioning yourself for growth. And you see, that growth can compound quickly into opportunities for you. So start thinking, how do I start investing in intellectual proximity? Number two, take advantage of these low-cost experimental phase. That's how I say it. Your 20s are the one stage of life where the cost of failure is almost zero. You're not tied down by a mortgage. You're not supporting a family. Your responsibilities aren't much at this point. They are never going to be this light again. That makes this decade the perfect decade to take what entrepreneurs call asymmetric risks. Those moves where the downside is tiny, but the upside can change your entire life. Start that business. Launch that YouTube channel. Test that niche product, niche service. If it flops, you lose a bit of time and maybe some money. But if it works, you've built an asset that could buy you freedom before you're 30. And the part where people overlook is that even when you fail, you don't go back to zero. You go back to some level of experience, some level of skills, some level of clarity. And this can be a foundation for something that would work, something else that would work. Waiting until you're 30 or 40 to try something new means waiting until you have something to lose and less room to maneuver. So take advantage of this experimental phase. Your overhead is low. You're probably, you don't have any expense that is so heavy on you at this point. Take that phase to start something. Bet on yourself. Number three, you have to master what I call cognitive leverage. And this simply means using your brain to make your life easier instead of relying on raw efforts. It is finding smarter ways to get things done so you can achieve more with less. Instead of doing more, just upgrade your thinking. How else can I do it? What better ideas are there? What better strategies are there? Let me give you an example. Imagine you need to send 200 personalized emails. You could spend hours typing the names, on all the letters. You could use AI to generate a simple template for you, automate the merge and then finish the whole task in minutes. You see, that's the same outcome, but with a fraction of effort. So you have to train your mind to always operate this way. Always ask yourself, am I wasting energy on this low value task or am I focusing on high impact thinking? What's the smarter way to do what I am currently doing? And with AI tools, systems, the smarter way is always available. And the best part is that once you take on that skill, because I see it as a skill, you make faster decisions, you make better decisions, you start doing things that are productive and you're not just relying on effort. Everything is not effort. There are things now that AI makes so easy for you. So you have to leverage that. The next one, build a reputation ledger. That's how I say it. In today's digital world, your reputation is key. In your 20s, every project you touch, every message you send, every post you publish is a deposit into this ledger, this reputation ledger. I have taken some opportunities because of some of the deposits I had lodged in my reputation ledger during the course of my career, where a CEO would then say, if you need this to be done well, give it to Debola. That's what reputation means. People rely on you. When people know you as reliable, high integrity, obsessed with excellence, opportunities start coming to you. You don't have to chase opportunities because your name carries weight, your name carries excellence. And I say it all the time. When you want to excel in life, you need trust, and trust only comes from consistent behavior. I'll give you an example. If you have two freelancers, one delivers work late, disappears for days, makes excuses, and the other communicates clearly, delivers early, goes the extra mile, guess who gets recommended and referred? Without even asking, he will be referred, he will be rehired. That's the power of strong reputation. And I see this a lot in some young people. They are winging it rather than building a reputation ledger. It is important. You're creating a long-term assets for yourself for the rest of your life. Number 5, invest in your brain. This is the decade where every new skill you learn, every course you take, every certification, whatever it is, multiply your income for the rest of your life. If you invest £100, for example, in the stock market and you get a 10% return, you've made £10, right? Yeah. But if you invest that same £100 into a skill, a knowledge, a course that boosts your earning capability, and you can use that to generate, say, £1,000, £2,000 for yourself, that's a bigger return. There is no investment on earth that beats, investing in yourself and in your capability to earn more. Your 20s are the prime years for what Stephen Bartlett calls skill stacking. This is where you intentionally build a combination of high value skills that make you distinct, rare, hard to replace. For example, you're good at marketing, add data analytics. Maybe you're in tech, you can add communication and leadership skills. The more skills you stack, the more valuable you become. And when you become valuable, the market has no choice but to pay you a premium because your combination is rare. So number 6, because I can't end this video without saying this one, this is what I call the autopilot wealth machine. Most people start their financial journey here, with investing. And yes, you should invest, but understand that investing alone will magically fix your 30s and your 40s. The earlier point, skill stacking, intellectual proximity, mastering cognitive leverage, all this increase your earning power. They give you more money to invest later. That's how I say. So when you start investing, keep it simple. You don't need to chase trends. You don't need to hunt for the next Tesla. And I've tried that route before. Trust me, it is stressful. It gives you financial palpitation. It's not worth it. Instead, begin with something easy, low-cost index fund like S&P 500 or a global all-world fund. This gives you instant ownership of hundreds of top companies without needing to guess which one would outperform. And if you want a full breakdown on how to start, I have made a separate video on that and I'll link it here. Then when you start investing, automate your investment. Don't leave it to your willpower. The earlier you start also, the better. So, because the more time your money has to multiply in the stock market. So when you combine consistent investing with higher income through all the things I talked about, skill stacking and all that, wealth stops being a dream. It just becomes a natural outcome based on all the things you've done. If you love this video, you would also love my video on the money lessons I wish I took seriously in my 20s. And I'll see you there.